Kia ora koutou. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 47 of Only a Podcast, in the grip of election fever over here.
Whoa.
Say hello, Captain.
Yes. Hello, Captain. Kia ora whānau. Have you got your easy vote card yet? Because we haven't got ours.
The wife's got hers. I haven't got mine yet.
That hasn't come. It hasn't come here at all. They're going to be late. But you don't need them, folks. You don't need your easy vote card. You don't need anything. You just walk down the thing.
No, if you're going to vote National or ACT, you need your easy vote card.
Yeah.
So if you don't get your card, you can't go vote for them.
You also need to hop in on one leg.
And tick the box twice. Remember to tick the box twice and cross out all the others.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We'll probably get taken off the air now. The AI will take us off the air for political whatnots.
Yeah.
I got a few tweets banned for that once, but there we go. Never mind. How you been?
We're not allowed to. Yeah, we're not allowed to sort of. Is it after 7 p.m. on a certain day? You're not even allowed to. You're not even allowed to go. I voted. Brilliant. And all that stuff.
Yeah,
stay off the socials. I've got to remember to prize off the sign off the wall. The Green Party sign.
Yeah.
That's before the day. Otherwise, we'll be advertising and possibly influencing people. So I'm allowed to influence people all the way up to the actual day of the election. But on the day of the election itself, I'm not allowed to influence people at all.
No, that's right. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah. So what you've been up to?
Yeah, not a lot, really. I'm hoping this has been driven by you. But as we've just been discussing, neither of us have made any notes at all.
Blank agendas for today. But I managed to scrape a few things together. So I've done a bit of catching up on a few TV shows that have been on my to-watch list for a while. Well, for a little while. So you mentioned the that Rainn Wilson show, which I watched three or four of those. I got up to date with them up until last week. Yeah, really good stuff, eh? Really good.
It's good. I have to say, there are 5 parts, and on the 5th part, which I watched yesterday, he goes back to Los Angeles, which is where he lives. And in part, in that episode, you wonder if he's ever learned anything from the previous 4.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you learned that doing things for other people is beneficial to your mental health. But it seems to come as somewhat of a surprise that he goes to Los Angeles and discovers the same thing. It's like he's relaxed when he's got off the plane and gone, well, we're back here again.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's all about that, isn't it? I've been listening to a few bits and reading a few bits. I've got a book on order at the library about this by some professor. It's all about human interaction, isn't it? Happiness and health and longevity and all that. It's all about, people die of loneliness more than anything, really.
You've got to have your tribe, man. You've got to have your tribe.
You really do. It's just not always that easy.
No.
Speaking from experience, but there you go. So I watched that, and I also watched the first episode of the new series of Mortimer and Whitehouse, Gone Fishing. Where they're off chub fishing, and it's just much of the same, isn't it? It's great.
Yes.
It just breaks my heart a little bit watching that, as I've said before, for a number of reasons. But it's great stuff. It's good. Yeah. So I'll carry on.
This week's Bob is ill. I don't know if you've watched that one.
Yeah, I've heard that because my friend
Bob's
Hannah, if you're listening, hello. Yeah, she said that. Lee Mack, isn't it?
He is. It turns up. He does a reasonable job, but there are a couple of moments when they both get a bit emotional about Bob not being there in various ways. So it's an interesting dynamic with having this 5.5 series worth of the two of them, and then an interloper pops in.
Yeah,
and it is a bit different. Not least of which that Lee Mack, of course, is vegan.
Yeah,
and can't do any fishing or doesn't want to.
Yeah.
That's an interesting episode to watch.
He's quite an interesting character, Lee Mack. There's a lot about him you might not realise, because obviously he's quite a funny man, and he's a very funny man. I think he's brilliant. But he's kind of a bit of a Buddhist, and he's into his meditation, and he's vegan and all that. And I've listened to his podcast off and on. He's got a great it's nearly a great podcast. It's called I Can't Believe It's Not Buddha. Right, and it's all about that stuff, Buddhism and that. But I was listening to it. The reason I stopped listening to it was because it's too funny. And I want to hear him being a bit more serious about those topics. It's just him and a mate of his. It's just a joke, a laugh a minute. And I know you can't be too po-faced about stuff like that, but I have
to say he does kind of break the spell a bit. It's as if he feels that he needs to at some point not be serious for too long. Yeah. I do find that about him, generally speaking. There's one great thing he says in the fishing episode is you should meditate for 20 minutes a day. And if you don't have time to meditate for 20 minutes a day, you should meditate for an hour a day.
Brilliant. Yeah. Very, very Zen Buddhist. Yeah.
Reason.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. What you been watching or reading or
I've been watching and reading. We've done the Rainn Wilson thing. I've been waiting from the library. It's very shiny in here. Oh, Brother by John Niven, who this is his first non-fiction novel about his family. So, autobiographical and all that stuff. Known for screenplay of various things and several sort of new laddish kind of novels, I think you might describe as that. Because he has been a bit of a lad in the past, as you find out in the book. But it's basically about his family in Scotland. And he is the elder sibling, and his sister is the younger sibling, and his brother Gary, who is no longer with us, and that's not really much of a spoiler, is the middle sibling, and it's how dynamics of families change, and that people could turn out, the kids could turn out completely different. His brother Gary is the dissolute and wild and uncontrollable one, whereas he started off, John Niven started off by being a good boy. But doing the things his parents told him. But he got a bit wild later on. But it's I read it in 2 days. It's that easy to read for a start. So it's not long. But I couldn't put it down, as they said. Well, obviously you have to put it down when you go to bed or have a cup of tea or something. But good. I on that, if you're interested in that kind of biographical family dynamic, how things turn out, good and bad kind of thing, exemplary novel of its kind.
Ah, good. I'll look out for that.
Yeah, I have to return that brief very shortly. So good
stuff.
What have I been doing?
I heard the other day, or I noticed that Gary Newman, we all know Gary Newman, pioneer of synth pop. Would you call it synth
Absolutely
pop?
A pioneer. You have to say. I mean, you look back at some of those albums, and it was 1977. I mean, yes. Kraftwerk, Tangerine Dream, and all those German fellas were doing. Were messing about with synthesizers probably more effectively than anybody else on the planet. But when you look at how groundbreaking in the UK, certainly initially, the Two by Army and Gary Newman was. I mean, in fairly rapid order, 2 number 1 albums. The massive Our Friends Electric. Great, absolutely great.
I heard an interview with him, and thoroughly nice chap, I think. He's doing an acoustic tour. So I thought I must talk to the captain about this. Is it all right? Is it okay for him? Obviously, it's okay. He can do what he wants, and I'm sure he'll sell tickets.
Yes.
But is that all right? I don't know.
Well, he's been around a long time, and he's been doing the other thing. A song's a song, isn't it? If it's a well-constructed song.
It'll work on an acoustic setting.
At first thought, you would think Our Friends Electric could work in an acoustic way. But again, you do have pianos, which are acoustic too. Who knows? Why not? I'm interested now to go and look at some YouTubes, if there are any.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done any yet. I think he's about to embark on the tour. I think it's early next year, I think.
All right.
But I suppose you can I suppose you're right. A song is a song, right? And it's got a melody, and by default it has a harmonic structure, i.e. chords. So I guess you could just rework any song into
Yeah. We shall see, no doubt.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to do extensive tours.
Yeah, this is just small venues around the UK to start with, but I don't know if it will transfer to arenas or what have you. I don't know if he still plays arenas. Big fan base all around the world, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So Gary Numan acoustic. There's a thing. And of course, we all know the facts about Gary Numan and Gary Oldman. Gary Numan is older than Gary Oldman.
Yes.
By about 2 weeks. So that's a good.
Oof.
That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah.
We've done that one before, I think. Never mind.
Probably.
These are the jokes, folks.
I've done them all before. None of them are new. None of them are new. I want to give a little shout out. So I feel like I'm doing all the talking, but I think I might have
that's all right. You
a bit more of an agenda than you've got today. So I want to give a little shout out to a hot new band.
Yeah.
Called Coppola. Coppola. Coppola, as in Francis Ford Coppola, I guess. They got a new debut single called Easier to Leave. I sent it to you earlier. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it. And it's pure 80s indie vibes, right?
It is. It's twee.
It's twee. It's got that thing going on, hasn't it?
It's got that thing going on.
Indie pop, jangle pop thing going on.
Our friend Rob Morgan would be interested in listening to it, I'm sure.
Yeah. The reason I'm plugging it is purely because a bit of nepotism is a family member in the band.
There you go.
I don't know if I call him my nephew, my niece's partner, Sam. He's the lead guitarist. So all those nice guitar riffs, lead riffs you're hearing in there, that's Sam. And they've done a few gigs. I think they're really getting some traction going. I think they're really good. What I've heard so far, I quite like this new single. I can't put my finger on it. It really sounds like some artist from back in the day. But I can't think who. Can't think who it is. But it's one of that lot. Yeah, but it's really, really good stuff.
It sounds like it should be on Sarah Records.
Right. Yeah.
Which is the hyper. I don't use twee in an insulting way. It's a sort of genre.
I spent many a year listening to twee music. Don't worry about that. It's no, it's good stuff. So we can put a link up to that. It's on all the streaming services. But good to see the young band still out there doing it. Yeah. Yeah. And last thing on my list, I'm racing through this today. That's all right. Talking of bands, got myself thinking the other day about tribute bands. Yeah, and some of the brilliant names that they have. So I've done a bit of Googling, so if you'll forgive me, I'm just reading off my screen here. A few tribute bands. I'll just go down this list. Earth, Wind for Hire.
Ooh.
Shirley Bassey. Yep, surely not. Don't call me Shirley. Nirvana. Well, yeah. Phony M.
Oh.
Proxy Music.
Is this real?
This is real.
Somebody just making these up.
No. Les Zeppelin. I'll just say it's all female. We'll just leave it there. Oh, okay. Les Zeppelin. Amy Housewine. Beautiful. Lovely work. Oasis.
Oh, yeah.
Stealing Dan. Stereophonies. The Fillers. Non-Jovi. Nudist Priest. I didn't look any further into that one. There's one called Vag Halen. It's an all-female Van Halen band.
Oh, okay.
Vag Halen. Yeah. Kaiser Thieves, Faux Fighters. I could go on. There's hundreds of them. Antarctic Monkeys. Kings of Leon Sea. Now this isn't a real one. This is from the Simpsons. ADBC.
Oh yeah,
remember that from The Simpsons? Christian AC/DC. Yeah, yes, Hayseed Dixie. I've actually seen Hayseed Dixie. Not exactly a tribute band; they're more a covers band.
Well, yeah, it's a genre shift, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. There's been a few of those.
A hillbilly version of other. After they finished doing AC/DC tunes, they branched.
That's right.
There's another one of those similar chaps from Finland called Steve. Who do
say that again? Sorry, you dropped out there, Captain. Say that again. Because Finland called
Steven Seagulls.
Oh, right. Okay.
Steven Seagal.
Right.
So yeah, the one I like is the Duran Duran covers band. Joanne.
Brilliant.
Joanne, who don't do anything after Planet Earth. I think it's really niche.
Yeah.
Early Duran Duran is what they do, and they don't do Rio, so don't ask.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Good stuff. I'll leave you with one more. Based in the northeast of England, the Reet Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh. Wow.
Love that. An Abattoir, death metal ABBA tribute band, Abattoir.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Folks out there, if you know of any good tribute band names, or better still, make one up. If you can make up a good one, I'll give you a shout out.
Maybe we could sell them to bands.
Yeah, or start a band. What's no one, or maybe someone has, but here's an idea. You do a music festival, like a Glastonbury type weekender, all tribute bands. So you could have pretty much any band you want. You could have the Beatles and the Stones headlining on 2 nights. Got to be a thing, hasn't it? Happening. Imagine that. ABBA on Friday night or whatever, and the Beatles, the Stones, whoever you like.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Got to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know. But would you, if covers bands come around, would you go? I don't know whether I've ever seen it, unless it's for nothing. Yeah.
No, well, I saw the Bootleg Beatles support Oasis back in the day, and they're brilliant, of course. And I saw at one of our work Christmas parties, we had the Counterfeit Stones. They're probably the 2 best in that area. But where I used to live, we used to have the Bishop Stortford Music Festival every year, which I played at quite a few times. But there would always be the headline act on one of the nights would always be a tribute band. So we had Pink Floyd. We actually got some real bands on there as well, but that were maybe so like we had the Boomtown Rats, but without Bob, and we had those sorts of bands. But so Think Floyd, I think they were called. We had the Debbie Harry one. She was very good. The Blondie one, I should say. So I've seen quite a few, and it's just great fun.
I don't know if I'd buy a ticket to see a band if that they were there at a thing, or just it was just like a park. Yeah. Summer.
Yeah.
They're like fair. I'm not sure that I'd actually shell out. I don't know. Would be that keen.
No.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? No. Yeah, but good fun. That's all I've got for today. I don't have anything else more exciting to say about anything interesting, really. Oh, West Ham. I've got to give a little shout out to West Ham. No. They won this morning, Europa League match, and set a record. Did you see that?
No.
The longest unbeaten run in any European competition of any English team ever.
How's that work then?
Well, they've won over. They've not lost. I think it's 9 games, nine European unbeaten. Yeah, nine European games in a row that they haven't lost. I think they've won 8 of those 9. It's 1 draw.
Wow.
So no English team in Europe has ever gone that long without being beaten.
It's amazing.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, I'm basically not going to go into sport at the moment. It's all
it's a bit wobbly up your end, isn't
it? Although now I'm a citizen, does that mean I have to sort of do rugby?
No.
Good. Okay, that's good then.
No.
I hereby declare that I am a New Zealand citizen, and I'm not going to do rugby.
Congratulations, well done.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll keep these people any longer, shall we? Because they've probably got things to do. So
it's a quick nifty one there, folks.
Yeah. So say goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Captain.
See you later, folks. Have fun.
See ya.